Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Andy.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm also Joe.
And I'm Andy.
And Joe the third is me.
Andy the fifth is I.
Right. We're going to show you right now a video from our past. These are videos that have previously aired on our Patreon page from the past.
Yes.
Because we're getting ready to launch new videos from the future.
The future is.
I've said before on this channel, if you've watched some of the older videos, where you should take your shoes off, take your pants off, put your pants back on, put your shoes back on, take your jacket off, put your jacket back on. But now I'd also like to advise, for those of you who wear glasses, take your glasses off, put your glasses back on, go get some sunglasses, put them on top of your glasses, and that's it. Keep the sunglasses on over the glasses. Joe can't do it because he can't find sunglasses right now, but please enjoy this video from our past while we get ready for our future here on Give Me All You Got, the show.
Andy Show.
It's not the name of the show. That's just the name that I thought of. Anyway, enjoy this. Bye.
I had an interesting incident happen at a rest stop where...
I think I know where this is going.
Not again, Joe.
So before I left, my roommate owed me $100.
Sure.
And I told him that.
Yeah.
And it was clear. He said, "Oh, I'll get it to you."
Yeah.
There's that. So I go to this rest stop, buy some cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of delirious, been driving for like 13 hours.
Yeah.
And I think I pay with like a $10 bill.
Yeah.
She gives me change for $100.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a $10 bill.
Yeah.
But I walk out.
Yeah.
And then I get in my car. And then I'm like, well, this could pay for the hotel tonight.
Oh, wait.
That would be dishonest.
So we are already like knee deep in unethical behavior when you think you gave her a 10 and you accept.
But I wasn't sure.
You accept nearly $100 back.
Yes. But I'm not sure.
Why don't you make sure by saying, "Did I give you 100?"
That would have been a good idea.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but in my head, I'm thinking, well, I wonder if my roommate slipped me that $100
Yeah.
and put it in my wallet.
Yeah.
Who knows? So then I'm driving down the highway.
Are $10 bills that common?
I think they're fairly common.
I mean, they don't look anything like $100.
Well, there's
The
just
thing
one
about-
zero.
I just think, in my mind, I think you can't get them from an ATM, so it's not as often that you see them in circulation because you see 20s more often than anything.
Actually, I got in a discrepancy argument about that. I lived in a neighborhood a long time ago in Chicago, and the ATM in the neighborhood only gave $10 bills.
What?
Really?
And we were paying our rent in cash.
What sort of upside down world?
Yeah.
I know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And the landlord that we were paying rent to, I gave him just like a stack of tens.
Sure. Yeah.
And
May I ask, was your rent in the hundreds of dollars range, or
it was just a few $100.
Okay, so it
Chicago
wasn't-
was very
okay.
cheap at the time,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
split the place with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But there were five of us, and
It's
we were all
not
paying
$1,500
separately.
in tens that you're giving.
No,
Okay.
no, it was. I think I was paying like $350 for a room on a floor.
So 35 tens.
Yeah, like 35 tens. And
Always said
he
that.
commented on the obscene amount of tens that were given.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a week later, he knocked on the door and he like asked everybody to pay rent, and we are like, "Oh, we gave you." Well, I know I gave you a bunch of tens. Remember that? He's like, no. I was like, well, yeah, I went to the ATM. You came by. I went to the ATM. I gave you a bunch of tens. You commented on it. He's like, ATMs don't give tens.
Yeah.
They give 20s. You didn't give me tens. And I was like,
So he was a grifter himself.
so he was pulling a Flanders on me.
Yeah.
And I walked him over to the ATM and took out a 10.
You
And did
walked
that-
him over
Case
to the ATM.
closed.
Was that an awkward walk? Did
Quite.
you make small chat?
Yeah,
Just-
not a lot of small talk at that point. We were just determined to get to that ATM.
Yeah. For
Take
the
out a 10.
$10 Chicago ATM.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Was it an awkward walk back after you gave him the 10?
We didn't walk back together.
Oh,
He
okay.
just
Went
walked-
separate ways.
I took my
anywhere.
my
Walked
fresh
off.
new $10 bill and I went home.
Yeah.
There you go.
He went
Nice.
away.
All right. So what were you saying?
So I get out of the convenience store.
Sure.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to wait a second and see if she realizes what she's done, if
Yeah.
she's done it,
Yeah.
and then I will correct it.
Okay.
And she didn't come. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm good. And then I started driving down the highway, and I'm like, I don't think I'm good. I'm pretty sure I do not think that I gave her $100.
Yeah.
Um,
How and I don't mean to be rude, but how bad at your job can you be that you are a cashier who handles money all day and that you would give someone an egregious amount of extra money.
Well, that was my thought, and I thought maybe this could be a learning experience for her. Maybe she could thank me for this.
Someone kind like
Maybe Joe
Flanders.
is going to teach you a lesson.
Thank God someone kind and respectable like Joe Flanders has come along.
I don't find cashiers to be very passionate about their job, so the
Look,
attention
I'm
to
not
detail
shit
might
talking.
not
I'm
be
sure
there.
she's a lovely person.
Yeah.
You said it was a lady?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, she was younger.
Yeah. She was 6.
She was 6. It was a family convenience store.
Yeah.
And that's what.
Oh, so you're just fucking over a family.
Well,
too.
and
Yeah.
that's what led to me thinking, well,
Yeah.
I think I should go back.
In
And
my
ask
mind,
her.
it's like the episode of The Office with like the Prince family paper that the Michael Scott
Oh,
closes
yeah.
them all
Exactly.
down or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of was.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm driving down, and there's no exit. So I end up driving like 10 miles and then turn around.
Yeah.
Also because, admittedly, this isn't the best reason to do something, but I couldn't help but think that maybe there is a God.
Okay.
And I don't want this to
Are you
be the
going
thing
to
that
pin
puts
this
me over
one on the
edge.
baby Jesus, Joe?
My favorite
Whose fault
thing,
is it?
My favorite thing. My
Who's
favorite thing
really
about
to blame?
that is your discovery of religion is 100% self-serving in that situation.
Yeah.
That
Fear-based.
You're not.
He was due for a miracle.
There's nothing introspective about it. There's nothing about it that maybe makes you think like I should change my ways. It's just I don't want this one to tip the scales.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was basically it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Who
really
are you
put it
to
over the edge.
influence
Boy.
the Lord?
Yeah. That Catholic upbringing.
Yep. That Catholic guilt.
That guilt
came back to
coming
get me
in,
there.
yeah,
The
got
fear.
it. Yeah.
So I go back to the store. Like I said, it's a family operation.
Sure.
And so I go back in and I ask the woman. She was like a teenager probably.
Yeah.
And it was like her mom was kind of
Said, "Where's your
supervising."
dad?
Yeah. Her mom was supervising.
Yeah.
And so I said, I was just in here a few minutes ago. I think you may have given me change for 100.
Real quick. I just want to go over this to make sure that I have all the information.
Yes.
You stopped at a rest stop and there was a family-owned.
I'm sorry,
and
not a
operated-
restaurant. It was a convenience store.
Okay.
It was like in Utah where there's just like a whole like the stop is there's no other
Okay.
stops
All right.
for
In
like
my
30
mind,
miles.
you're at like a rest stop and you turn the corner and there's a family-owned and operated.
This is like a lemonade
convenience-
stand at a rest stop.
All right. So I just wanted to clear that up before we go any further.
So I go in. I say, hey, I think that you gave me change for 100. I'm pretty sure I gave you a 10.
Yeah.
And because her mom was kind of hovering over, she was like, oh no, absolutely not. No, you gave me 100.
Oh.
And then that puts me into a place where I'm like, did the roommate put $100?
Yeah.
Like that's possible.
Call them up.
Yeah, well, and that really would have been the way to do that.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be better to leave that in the air so that I could still,
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, I mean, I came back and gave her a
Yeah.
chance to remedy the. And I was
Yeah,
like,
but
"All
she
right."
was being watched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right,
Took
I'm
the
gonna wait.
homicide.
I'm going to take her aside. Excuse me, lady. You want to step outside for a
Yeah,
second?
you pretended to shop. Yeah. You walked around looking over bags of chips, waiting for the girl to leave.
Hey, why don't you come outside with me? I got $90 for
Yeah,
you.
go 12-year-old to go on a smoke break outside so you can.
So then I'm like, all right. So I leave, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit in my car because I can see the entrance of the place, and just wait for another couple minutes.
So you're stalking strangers on the road.
well, I'm giving her a last out
the-
here.
You're stalking a teenage
Yeah.
girl from your car outside.
I'm giving her an out. I'm giving her a chance to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, she can get away from the mom. I was like, I should have,
Just got to separate that girl from her mom.
just
when
gotta
I'm-
get this girl.
When I'm out on the road, when I'm cruising the highways.
So sure enough, like 2 minutes later, she comes out, and she looks around, doesn't see me.
Yeah.
Hey! So I popped out of the trash
Yeah,
can.
that's right. It doesn't see you because you're hiding in a car. It's completely innocuous. There's a bunch
Oh,
of
no,
cars.
she shouldn't have seen me.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because you were down
Hiding behind a
below the
newspaper.
steering wheel.
Yeah. So then she's heading back inside. I come out. I appear. And she goes, "Oh, actually, you were totally right. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry." So then I go back in, feeling kind of good, but then the mom is just judging me the whole time.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's like,
Your third encounter with her daughter of the day at the drive-by rest area truck stop.
Family owned and operated
Yes.
truck stop convenience store.
You know, I've never seen him before, but I could say he frequents the place now.
He's been here all day. He drove away, came back.
she was appreciative, but there was also just that vibe of like, you know what you did.
Yeah.
You had to drive, 20 miles to come back to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So it didn't make me feel as good as I
They
would
didn't
have hoped.
celebrate you as
No,
you'd like.
no. We hope you loved that video.
I know that you loved it because I am in your house right now
Right.
watching you enjoy it.
And
that's not true. I don't.
Presumably you loved it because you're still watching the video and it's over.
Right. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you enjoy these videos. We will be uploading these videos every single day from the world, anywhere in the world that we are. We're going to stress out and go, oh, we got to get a video up. So
What's it
we'll
gonna
upload
be?
it. Yeah, we have a remote location that we upload all of these from. It's a bunker. We can't even get in. That's how secret it is. So we just stand right outside the bunker and we upload these videos. Is there anything you'd like these people to know?
Make sure to turn the bell on.
You might ask, what the hell's that? And the answer is, there's apparently a bell somewhere right around this video in one of these areas. Unless you're watching it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Unless it's not on our YouTube page.
If there's an actual bell, you can ring that bell. You can ring my bell.
You can ring my bell, LL. Ring my bell. Get notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Please enjoy these videos. And if you don't tell us, because we'll cry 96 tears.